Hello everyone, today's video content is analysis of the real questions of the A00-485 exam, an explanation of relevant knowledge points. Our question bank was updated on August 14th, 2024. Question 1. Which of the following is not a valid reason to exclude an outlier from a linear regression analysis? This question tests excluding outliers in linear regression. The knowledge points of this question are: handling outliers in a linear regression model. You usually exclude an outlier if it's a mistake or if it really messes up your model. But if the outlier fits well with what your model expects, there's no good reason to remove it. So the correct answer is Question 2. In modeling the time until an event occurs, which distribution and link function would be inappropriate? This question tests time to event modeling. The knowledge points of this question are survival analysis and time to event modeling with distributions and link functions. When you're predicting how long until something happens, you usually don't use a normal distribution with a log link function because it's just not a good fit for this kind of data. So the correct answer is Question 3. Which type of learning does cluster analysis in SAS visual statistics belong to? This question tests cluster analysis. The knowledge points of this question are unsupervised learning. Cluster analysis is all about finding patterns in data without any guidance, so it's a form of unsupervised learning. So the correct answer is Question 4. Which method does NOT generate score code in SAS visual statistics? This question tests score code generation in SAS. The knowledge points of this question are generating score code in SAS. Most methods like regression or a decision tree will create code for predictions, but if you're using a decision tree in interactive mode, it won't generate that code. So the correct answer is Question 5. How can predicted probabilities be interpreted in a logistic regression model in SAS visual statistics? This question tests interpreting predicted probabilities in logistic regression. The knowledge points of this question are interpretation of logistic regression models. To figure out the predicted probabilities in logistic regression, you take the linear predictor and run it through the inverse logit function. So the correct answer is Question 6. Which metric is most commonly used to evaluate the performance of a classification model in SAS visual statistics? This question tests evaluating classification models. The knowledge points of this question are evaluation metrics for classification models. The AUC is a popular way to see how well a classification model is working, especially when you're dealing with two categories. So the correct answer is Question 7. Which statement is false regarding generalized additive models in SAS visual analytics? This question tests generalized additive models. The knowledge points of this question are characteristics of generalized additive models. GAMS let you model nonlinear relationships and use something called a roughness penalty to keep things from getting too complicated. If you set a smaller penalty, it actually makes the model less smooth, not more. So the correct answer is Question 8. In the context of linear regression, what does a low R-squared value indicate? This question tests interpreting low R-squared in linear regression. The knowledge points of this question are its interpretation of R-squared in linear regression. A low R-squared means your model doesn't explain much of the variation in the data, so it's not doing a great job. So the correct answer is Question 9. What insights can be derived from examining a cluster matrix? This question tests cluster matrix insights. The knowledge points of this question are interpretation of clustering analysis results. A cluster matrix can tell you how close different clusters are and the order in which they were merged. So the correct answer is Question 10. When would a generalized linear model be more appropriate than a linear regression model? This question tests appropriate use of generalized linear models. The knowledge points of this question are appropriate situations for using generalized linear models. GLMS are better when you're dealing with non-continuous outcomes like counts or binary data instead of just continuous variables. So the correct answer is If you have any questions about the A00-485 exam, please leave a message in the comment area or contact us directly. Thank you everyone for watching. See you next time.